Hey, good morning. Um, I don't know why I feel like explaining this, but um, the whole background of these practices is to provide an effective alternative to gratitude journaling, to simply pretending to be grateful for shit you're or ignoring shit you're not grateful for. That's really the thing that I find is the plaster over what you're not grateful for with gratitude. That's the killer, the plastering over. There are things that happened that you're not grateful for. There were certainly things that happened yesterday you weren't grateful for, and there's going to be things that happen today that you're not grateful for. There's just no fucking way you're a human being and you don't have things happen that are fucked up. You just do. That's how it goes. And so the reason for these calls existing is, or these practices, and where I'm standing with gratitude is that just because things are fucked up doesn't mean you have to be. You can acknowledge the things that are fucked up and still be grateful for another day. So I'm not interested, or I'm actively disinterested in anyone pretending to be grateful for anything, and for people pretending that there are things that there aren't things they're not grateful for. We're just going to allow those things to exist, and we're going to look for something to be grateful for, just the closest thing to be grateful for. And sit in that vibration and see if we can't follow that thread, because no matter how many things there are to be ungrateful for, there are things to be grateful for too. And you have a choice as to where you're going to put your attention. And it does not mean you're pretending the things that you're not grateful for don't exist. They exist. You're just going to let them be just how they are. Okay? Felt important to say that every now and then. So when you're ready, you can close the eyes and settle into the body, meaning take a few breaths a little slower and deeper than you might normally, and allow your awareness to follow the breath into the body. And I find it useful to have an orientation towards curiosity. How does my body feel today? How do my feet feel on the floor right now? What does it feel like to be me in my body right now? And whatever answer the body comes up with, we just meet with no judgment and some loving kindness. Compassion. Letting our awareness ride the breath for a little. focusing on the sensations of air flowing through the body, how it feels in the nostrils, the chest, the belly, the throat. If you breathe through your mouth on this, either way, wherever your breath is, you're just following it and noticing all the sensations. You can speed up or slow down the breath to capture your attention. You could say in and out to capture your attention. And when the mind wanders, just notice the breath's there to come home to. And we can soften our breath with a smile. Just a slight smile on the lips, softening the eyes, turning maybe the corners of the eyes up slightly. Noticing how it changes our experience when we breathe through a smile. And as we sit and we breathe through a smile, noticing our sensations in the body of breathing through a smile, our mind will bring to mind one small aspect of this moment that you're grateful for. In this new day, it's something in the present you appreciate as a gift. Could be that you have dry, warm socks on, or maybe a cup of coffee waiting for you, or you can appreciate that there's a roof over your head. Anything at all that you can appreciate as a gift. You don't know really how it happened. It occurs to you that you're lucky. Could be a partner in the other room. As we sit in the presence of the gift that today is, just by pulling on one tiny thread of an object, a person, a situation. We don't ignore anything. We don't pretend anything else isn't there. We're just giving our awareness to the object of our appreciation, the object of our gratitude. Noticing how it feels in the body. What's the vibration of gratitude today for you? How does that feel? Allow yourself to sink into that like a hot tub, like a warm bath. Setting this experience, setting the experience, the feeling of sitting in appreciation as a baseline experience for the day. So we sit, we have a place to come back to anytime during the day. We can slow down and tap back into this. We can always find something in the present to be grateful for. When you're ready, you can take a few more breaths. And if you'd like to dedicate the merit of your practice, you can just sit and think, may the benefits of my practice be shared with all living beings. Well, there you go. Namaste, motherfuckers. Back tomorrow.